Isn't it, with Harry and Meghan, the two ex-royals that now live thousands of miles away in Montecito. They can get their PR spokesperson to hit out at something that they don't particularly like, that particular narrative. But can they actually send out a message, of course, of support, of something which is really nice and very cheering to millions of people around the world? Catherine's Carol service on television together at Christmas. But no, of course, as we've now seen with Harry and Meghan, they're far too busy playing the victimhood. And this particular story may shock you because, once again, it all has the sort of, shall we say, the mixed up ingredients of Harry and Meghan basically looking for publicity. But as ever, what for? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here. Nice to have your company. Hope you're all keeping well, whatever you're doing today. And as ever, yes, we're out in a beautiful location. This beautiful venue behind me is the Railway Inn. A lovely place, absolutely. If you get a chance, do look it up online. I'll try and put some details when I can, if I can find what they are. You know what I'm like, not very technical. We battle on, don't we? This particular story really centres upon the fact that a columnist in a tabloid newspaper over here, Jeremy Clarkson, who's known around the world as the former presenter of Top Gear and now has his own show about a farm on the streaming site Amazon, basically wrote something I think very misguided and very rude, in fact, but that is what a sort of hard-hitting comment is all about, a column, And in this column, he basically said that people over here in the United Kingdom were so fed up of Meghan and Harry moaning on that he wouldn't mind parading her up and down, and I'll leave the rest to you. It wasn't particularly nice. Of course, it's a little bit childish, and for someone of his age, you would have thought he would have been a little bit more respectful. But guess what? This escalated, as one can imagine, into a major fight, particularly for the tabloid newspaper, The Sun, the editor of the tabloid, Victoria Newton, and the owner, Rupert Murdoch. But of course, a lot of people were saying, well, it's free speech. They're allowed to say what they want. And let's not forget, Harry and Meghan did say what they want to millions of people that they've been boasting about in their Netflix documentary. So you can see the problems, can't you? But then, of course, it escalated even further because Harry and Meghan, via their spokesperson, decided to put out a message, a missive, whatever you want to call it. This really all centered upon the fact that 4 or 5 days later, the tabloid themselves decided to apologize for the misguided comments. You would have thought that was enough. Oh no, according to the ex-royals, Harry and Meghan, this is nothing more than a PR stunt. Well, of course, as I've said to you before here on the show, it's very difficult when you hit out at such a major brand. Because if they also pointed out, the tabloid, well, Harry and Meghan have not necessarily been truthful themselves on numerous occasions. Let's not forget the fact that Meghan lied to the Crown Court over here, the legal system in the United Kingdom, about helping with that book, allegedly. And then, of course, there's numerous other stories and highlights that have been detailed, to the vast audience about things that seemingly do not seem correct. So for a columnist of Mr. Clarkson's ilk to hit out, good or bad, well, seemingly just proves how thin-skinned they both are. Whichever way you look at it, of course, for Harry and Meghan, by basically claiming that they think it's just a PR stunt and they want a better apology, it's made them, as I say, look, once again, a little bit childish and a little bit attention-seeking. Now, while they have their supporters, and they're rightly so, to put out their version of events, does it truly matter? It's just a throwaway column, and the bottom line is, shouldn't Harry and Meghan be a little bit more supportive with their vast audience on their vast website and their own company about sending a more positive message? Why lower yourself to the level of Mr. Clarkson? Either way, this story looks set to run and run, but as ever, all in the negative form that we've come to know, not necessarily admire, from Harry and Meghan. Neil Sean in the very heart of Yorkshire.